first Battle of Alberta in 31 years, I thought it'd be cool to revisit some of the old homes and current homes of the Edmonton Oilers and the Calgary Flames. This is a special episode of Retro Rinks where we're on location here in Calgary with the Saddledome just behind me here, and we'll also pay a visit to Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton. Now, the last two times these teams met was back in 1991, and the Oilers actually won that series in 7 games right here, with Esa Tikkanen scoring the overtime winner. All right, let's get started here in Calgary. Opening in 1988, it was named the Olympic Saddledome because it was built for the 1988 Winter Olympics. It holds 19,289 and was built for $97.7 million. In 1994, it did see a $37 million renovation. Alberta seemed to be the center of the hockey world in the 80s and 90s. Both the Flames and the Oilers produced Stanley Cup winning teams, and the Battle of Alberta were always rough games showcasing some of the game's biggest stars. Both teams would combine winning 6 Stanley Cups in 7 years, the Oilers winning 5 and the Flames winning 1. Although both teams would come very close, losing out in the Stanley Cup Finals in 1986, 2004, and the Oilers in 2006. Now, one interesting feature of the Calgary Saddledome is its roof shape. It's iconic. It's a hyperbolic paraboloid, which it gives it that curved shape. It's a structural engineering design meant to have a large roof with no support structures obstructing viewed seats. Interesting things about the Saddledome is back in 2013, Calgary suffered a catastrophic flood. It actually flooded a lot of buildings downtown, and it actually flooded the Saddledome almost halfway up its lower bowl and absolutely destroyed its video control room, all its locker rooms, basically anything on event level was absolutely destroyed. And the team here, huge credits to them, they actually were able to get the building up and running in time for the next NHL season. It was a complete mess. If you actually go inside on the media level, they actually have before and after photos of what it looked like after the water receded. It was a complete mess, so huge kudos to the crew here to get it up and running in time for that season. Most recent memories of the Battle of Alberta include the first ever goalie fight in February of 2021 when Cam Talbot and Mike Smith went toe-to-toe. Now, Flames fans will also point out that the last time these two teams met, it was a lopsided 9-5 win against the Oilers. For Oilers fans, there are pretty iconic moments that took place in the Dome, with one of the best, with Wayne Gretzky's Game 2 overtime winning goal as he broke down the wing and sniped top corner against Mike Vernon. Oh boy, we remember that one really well. And how about that time when head coach Craig McTavish ripped out the Flames mascot Harvey the Hound's tongue right out of his mouth? Or, scarily, how about that time when McDavid crashed into the net, breaking his leg? Yeesh! Now, the Flames are still playing out of the Saddledome, which is the 3rd oldest rink in the NHL, right behind Madison Square Garden in New York and Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Now, if you're curious and want to know more about the Saddledome, I actually have a more in-depth video specifically on the Saddledome. You can either wait till after this video played, it'll be up next, or you can click on the link on the screen or down below. I also have a really good in-depth video on the status of new arena that the Flames are hoping to build in the near future. Again, it'll come up after this video, or click the links on the screen or down below. All right, let's head up QE2 and head up to Edmonton and visit the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton. The Northlands Coliseum opened up on November 10th, 1975 at a cost of $17.3 million. It held 17,100 fans and had 3 renovations over its 44-year history. The Oilers would win 5 cups, 4 of them on home ice at the Colosseum. It was best known for the best ice in the NHL and its iconic banners that showcased the players and championships from their dynasty years hanging in the rafters. For some reason, some of the most iconic moments of the Battle of Alberta took place at the Northlands Coliseum. For Edmonton fans, there's lots to choose from, including Jordan Eberle's first NHL goal in his first NHL game. Man, was that ever a great goal. For Flames fans, though, there are probably 2 that stand out above the rest. Theo Fleury's goal in 1991 in overtime, followed up with his exuberant celebration, sliding on his knees in front of the Oilers fans. Although, us Oilers fans remember that was short-lived because the Oilers would go on to win that series. And probably the top Battle of Alberta moment was one of the top sports gaffes of all time that took place at the Colosseum in 1986, when defenseman Steve Smith bounced a clearing pass off his own goalie, Grant Fuhr, and into his own net. The Flames would go on to win that series. Now, Northlands Coliseum would be the home for the Oilers until 2016, when they would move into their new home, Rogers Place, later that year. Now, Northlands Coliseum still stands to this day, although it did close back in 2016. Its future is yet to be determined, but ultimately it will be demolished in the near future. I also have a separate video on the Northlands Coliseum. Click on the links on the screen or down below. All right, the Battle of Alberta. Does it get any better than this? McDavid versus Gaudreau. It's going to be a phenomenal series to watch. It's been a long 31 years in the making. Flames and Oiler fans, let's enjoy it. Enjoy the playoffs, everybody. Thanks for watching.